warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, let me introduce myself. My name is Berli Puspita Putri. I'm from class A4-19 NPM 149. In this video, I will explain the lesson materials of grade 5 elementary school, which is about human digestive organs. Enjoy this video! Assalamu'alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, students. Before we begin, let's use pray first. Pray begins. Pray is over. How are you today? I hope you are in good health and happy. Meet again with science lessons. Are you ready to learn today? Okay, good. Do you remember last week what we learned? Yes, you are right. Last week, we learned about respiratory organs. Then, for today, we learn about digestive organs. Want to know what kind of human digestive organs? Oh, no one knows yet. Well, let's learn together about human digestive organs. Not the explanations for me. Here we go. Human digestive system. Human is a living being that's always active to move, which of course requires energy. Human obtains energy by eating foods that are digested through the digestive system, which is composed from the oral cavity, esophagus, stomach, small intestine, and colon. 1. Mouth or oral cavity. First, food will be digested in the mouth. In the mouth occurs mechanical digestion by the teeth and tongue. Also, chemical digestion by ptyalin enzyme that contained in saliva. This serves to soften the food into smaller ones so that can be easily digested by stomach. Tongue serves to adjust the food in the mouth while chewing the food and help to swallow the food. Then, ptyalin enzyme function is to break down the starch or carbohydrate into simple sugar or maltose. It evidence when we chew rice little bit longer, it becomes a sweet taste. 2. Esophagus. After the food digested by the mouth, the food will enter and pass through the channel towards stomach that called esophagus. In the next, there are two channels that are the throat and the esophagus. The throat connecting the mouth to the lungs and the esophagus connects mouth to the stomach. Therefore, in the pharynx, there are two intersections whose path is set by epiglottis. When we are breathing, the epiglottis will open and air comes into the throat, so the food doesn't get into the lungs. When the food passing through the esophagus, the food will be pushed automatically into the stomach by gastric peristaltic. 3. Stomach is digestive organs. It shapes back. It also occurs mechanical digestion by squeezing the food by stomach, muscles, and chemical digestion with enzyme. There are 3 enzymes in the stomach. There are pepsin, renin, and hydrochloric acid. Pepsin is the result of the reaction of pepsinogen and hydrochloric acid. Pepsin is the result of the reaction of pepsinogen and hydrochloric acid. Pepsin serves to convert protein into peptone, renin serves to peristaltic milk protein into casein, and the last is hydrochloric acid serves to active pepsinogen into pepsin and kills germ and bacteria that enter along with food. 4. Small intestine. After the food have been processed in the stomach for 3 to 4 hours, the food will be carried into small intestine, which consists of 3 parts. They are duodenum, jejunum, and ileum. First, food enter to duodenum and jejunum, then into ileum. In the duodenum and jejunum occurs chemical digestion using three enzymes. There are lipase, amylase, and trypsin that product by the pancreas. Lipase serves to convert fat into fatty acid and glycerol. Amylase serves to break down the starch or carbohydrate into simpler sugar or maltose. Trypsin is the result of reaction of trypsinogen and enterokinase. Trypsin serves to convert protein into amino acid, then the food enters into ileum. Around the walls of the intestine contain villi for absorb the nutrients from the food, expert water, vitamins, and minerals. Carbohydrates are absorbed in the form of glucose. Fat are absorbed in the form of fatty acid or glycerol, and protein are absorbed in the form of amino acid. 5. Large intestine or colon. The leftovers that have been digested in the small intestine will enter into large intestine. In this intestine occurs absorption process to absorb water, vitamin, and mineral, and decay process of leftovers into stool with help of E. coli bacteria. The stool will stain with the dye bile named bilirubin. Then the stool will accommodate in a cell-return stool well before discharge through the anus. Okay students, that's all of human digestive organ, which is composed from the oral cavity, esophagus, stomach, small intestine, and colon. We have to keep the digestive system healthy. How to keep it can be by drinking water, consuming fiber, chewing food properly, and exercise. Are you ready to do that? Take care of your digestive system? Okay, good. Okay, students. Before I close, let's pray. Pray, begin. Pray is over. I think that's all of our talk today. Thanks for listening to me. Keep the spirit of learning and don't give up. Bye-bye.